We stand as one, it's the home of the brave. Dust of the prairies to the steel of the rails. From the harbor where the freedom first lifted its sails. Voices rose loud against silence and change. Dreams color against stone, sweat, bitch with the pain. Every brick, every field, every battle scar name. It's a chapter inscribed in the book of the flames. Courage is currency and freedom the cost. And legends were built on the backs of the laws. Rise when the storm clouds darken the skies. With the fire in the heart and the truth in the eyes. Home of the rest with the daring, the few. Every scar tells a story. Every story is true. Home of the brave, where the strong still rise, where the fire keeps burning. I felt the void wrapped tight around, alive no air, just silence profound. The pulse of life had ceased to be. A fleeting thought, is this the end of me? Then fire surged through my broken veins, a flash of pain, electric chains. I woke to faces blurred and cold, whispers of power, a story untold. I saw the light, but they dragged me back. Hands are still and a heart gone black. They shot me up with borrowed time, stitched the truth with a violent crime. Am I alive or am I the light? A ghost that breathes, but cannot die. Now I'm living in the movie role. Cam lights flash, everybody wanna shoot me. Fall into the spotlight, yeah, bitch, ain't it groovy? Big screen light, yeah, it's so moody. Down with me, now I'm living in the movie role. Cam lights flash, everybody wanna shoot me. I'm the plot twist, can't nobody undo me. Play it back slow, let the whole world view me. I was working on a set, there ain't no lights, no stairs. Turned my life into a franchise, I broke out the cage. After reciting all the lies they wrote, Operation Mind Control. They want the crown, body, spirit, and soul. Flip the script, let the truth unfold. We break the chains, they don't hold control. Operation Mind Control. Every thought they script, every step they mold. I spit they through the lies they sold. The minds a weapon they'll never control. History, doctrine, in the textbooks, live propaganda, painted in the flags, disguised. Cold hands pull me under like them whispers in the tide. Ain't no light too far the surface, ain't no compass left to guide. I thought death was an ending, but it bent into a scene where them shadows paint the daylight and the truth dissolves the dream. I walked on glass horizons, my pulse just a muted scream. Air was thick with echoes of the things I should redeem. I saw my past on paper and burned slow in silver flame. Every choice I ever made, it just kept calling out my name. And the faces I have been in, they still waiting in the rain. With them eyes like broken windows, they still singing out my shame. Yeah, somewhere in the static, a voice cut straight through the scene. You're trapped in your reflection in the space that leaves between. I died and fell into a dream. Something like a hell is something in between. Can't tell if I'm awake or don't. The night's too long, but don't feel wrong. I'm falling where the lost have been. Something like a hell is something in between. I reach for the doors that silver and they turn to molten stone. And the ground could hear my heartbeat and the ground became my bones. Each step is just a riddle, each breath a brittle vow. And somewhere far beyond the dark, I swear I'll make it out. But freedom wears the mask round here and mercy's just a lie. And them skies be black horizons that don't never let you die. Still every word is just a sentence, every glance a reason why. And the truth comes from the floorboards and the lies hang from the beams. You can't outrun the verdict that was written in my dreams. Step inside that marble hall where echoes carry weight. Every shadow lit just testifies that every oath is fake. The air is thick with whispers from 1,000 crimes confessed. And the benches sit like graveyards where the guilty they can't rest. I wear no crown of gold, it's just a hood that hides the light. And the scales in my right hand, they are balanced by the knife. And justice here is ancient, it's not swayed by silver tongues. It's carved into the pillars in the language left unsung. You walk right past the threshold, now the chamber seals you in. Your soul will be examined where the dark truth it begins. Your heart's an affidavit and your breath a sworn decree. Every twitch and every flinch is just some evidence to me. I don't need no jury because my eyes are low, and I watch the kings crumble for the smallest little flaw. about the law was the streets and the streets was my QQ. Death was a sermon I already knew. Every breath was a loaded confession, and every step was a quiet procession. I saw your shadow before your face, and I ran to you like it was my last race. I wanted you to end me, blue lights burning in my eyes. One last breath before your taser says goodbye. I wanted you to end me, but if I no other way, with my hands up high, but I was reaching for the pain just to make it fade away. No other move, it was finish me. I was just using your taser to set me free. In another life, you'd be my rescue, not my end. But in this one, I just needed to pretend. No halo, no heavens, just a siren song. I've been dead inside for far too long. And when you pull that thing, I watch the side split wide. Watch every year of my pain collide. I fell down slow like a curtain call. The blood was warm, but I felt nothing at all. And maybe you'll think of me in your sleep, another lost soul that the system couldn't keep. I'm not sorry for any of that shit that I did, but couldn't see any other way for it to end. Lights don't shine, they protect and serve, but they crossed the line. Heartbeat stopped and they played their part. They revived my body, but they couldn't fake their heart. Stripes on their sleeves, but the badge was warped. The truth ain't bulletproof, the shield's in the dark. Them mountains in shadows, they don't sleep at night. They pulled me out my home with no legal right. The screams never aired, but the tasers did. The voltage sang like a snake to a helpless kid. They flatlined my breath and the panic begun. This was the fear of what they had done. They revived the lion, they buried the soul. They broke the man just to keep control. Behind locked doors where the silence squeaks, even guilt can scream when the system's asleep. Rubber gloves, a crooked plan in motion. They hold my chest like it was just some cold ocean. Torn between a gunshot and a prayer. Mama cried rivers, daddy wasn't there. The cradle shook like the echoes from the war zone. I learned to speak with the spirits in my tombstone. Slept inside the songs, but every explosion like a loaded bomb. Been dead since you was born. A prophet in the wasteland, a poison king for a crowd. Target the fire brings. They tell me love's a battlefield, I bled for the proof. But all I got was shattered glass and the twisted truth. Still I ride with the ashes on my chest, not a man. I'm a question God ain't answered yet. Asking for the throne and the pain in the sky. Talk to the angels who forgot how to cry. If I die tonight, let them write it in gold. Live for the people, not the fame or the foe. Ashes on the throne and the heart and the flame. Walk through hell just to whisper my name. The world don't hear me. I'm still not alone, cause legends live on through the aches and the song. I seen hope and shot up in point blank range. Buried in the first like it never held change. Truth ain't a weapon, it's a mirror in the fire where the real is soldier. Don't need a spotlight. Been flooded by the silence all up in my path. With the wounds in the ink, made all the verses laugh. Pains with the teacher I aged every test. Chasing the diamonds, I'm chasing the rest. Streets raise bulls who learn a weird grace. Smiling at the fangs in the courtroom's face. I've been struck by laws never meant for me. Still I built my church from the entropy. Moonlight all the day like the crime scene glow. Blood stains hidden where the mangroves grow. Miami Heat, but my heart stayed froze. Smiling in the crowd, only I really know. Lurks in the alleys, it's the sin of Decatur. The hunger inside me that won't go away. There holds in my veins, it's the oath that I take. But justice ain't clean when the line starts to break. The knife knows the weight of my secrets too well. Each cut a confession, each drop just to tell. Plastic line sermons, I preach them with a blade. Where the killers meet the karma in a red masquerade. Mask on gloves, tied plastic sheets fall. Monsters make monsters, I answer the call. Shadow in the skylight, a hunt in the dark. And another hero, we're just playing the part. Dark passenger and it's whispering low, telling me the places my hands got to go. Justice or vengeance, I'm losing control. Dancing with
my demons, but who's in control? Hard rap going, let the current take weight. The sin sings slow, or the past don't fade. Turn reeds drawing from a prison cascade. The lullabies wrapped in my razors and braids. Father's ghost in the back of my mind taught me all the rules, but I blurred every line. Death feels the ship, but she can't see the sign. A wolf in the mask built to mimic mankind. Mastering the nonsense that echoes through the tiles. I map out the sins through meticulous files. Each one a city. He said he'd come back when the world was on fire. But what's a preacher man to a mob with no desire? They don't want the truth, they just want to win. If Jesus came back, they nail him again. Imagine the scene back across the highways, hitchhiking through the Bible Belt sideways. Dirty boots with dirtier eyes, preaching about love, they call it lies. He's got a record, but what did they do? Sounds like the con who sell the real news. He ain't scared, he steps in bold. World turns his back and love grows cold. Turn the other cheek, no they want war. Peace don't profit when you're keeping the score. Jesus came back, they light him up. Say he's dangerous, call him corrupt. Call him a threat, a voice too loud. Put him in the dirt just to quiet the crowd. Across this time, just the blood on the ground. The needles press deep when they force fade to sleep. But I don't dream, I saw it all too clear. In the little experiments, they ends right here. One goes whispering, the sky will shine. I study the brain like it's Frankenstein. Spines get twisted and the jaws get wired. They don't quit, they reprogram with fire. Fingernails big through a padded cell. I leave red streaks on my way through hell. Doctor screams, but his hands ain't clean, and he wipes away his sins with the morphine screen. I seen what they do. The dead of the night, where the bodies go cold, and they cut out them lights. Room steady locked in, the dead ones died, but I ain't going out like the rest inside. Ain't no patient, and I ain't no ghost, and I ain't just a number, and I ain't just a dose. Strap me down, and I thought I'd go slow. Now I'm up, now I'm out, kick down the door. Now I'm knocking on the morgue. Vitals flatlined, I saw the void dance, and them paddles hit hard like a second chance. But it wasn't cause he cared, it was cold and precise. Revived me in secret, tried to bury the price. I died for some time, then came back with the truth. They label me insane, trying to muzzle my proof. I ain't ready for the files, for the whispers, for the facts. Locked in a ward and I'm planning my attack. I remember every taser, every echo in the hall. Vitals flatline, we're leaving for the war. Time to bring down the shield that they built in the core. With the light that never dims, got a doc asking questions with that government grin. He said, you saw what? Cop's death, a plan. Now I'm scribbling rhymes with a plastic pen in hand. They forged my diagnosis like a badge of shame. So delusional just to clear my name. But I ain't a patient, I'm a witness on fire. Every verse I spit is a live fucking wire. I remember the cap peeled.
I don't beg, just
Playing royalties, water dreams with degree. Every breath in my thumb, got that birthing right. Peppers in my name, like the laws that I paid. Throne made of glass, I just shit and it shattered.
gold in my veins,
Every drip is still matters.
They don't I need every side being scrolled through my
Name alone worth the kingdom and gold.
crown twice.
Heavy on the dome, boy. King talk, only every word get a chrome toy.
Rule was
Now I reign on my life too much, shine for a single crown twice.
to move, trying not to make a sound. Thinking about my mother, how she prayed for my right, how she said, make it home, don't you argue, comply, but compliance feel heavy when the scales in the line with the past, not immunity, I just got it strongest. Dear Mr. Officer, you expecting somebody the way that you're looking got me feeling like a body full of chalk on drum, but for the sirens quiet.
body. Your mind is still another never your thoughts to embody. You say where you from, like you got if you matter like my zip. Call explain while your voice get out of line. See questions stacked up like bricks in that wall. Every answer I give make the ceiling feel small. The radio chatter with the static and cold. I don't know what that means, but I know how it goes. One chance and one flame, and don't you never let it slip. When you rise from the grave while the blood still drips. It's more than just a dream, and it's the test of the soul. Every scar on your skin is the toll of control. The arena's quiet, but the silence is so thick with the weight of the choice. Do you pull, do you stick? The mirror shows its hunger and the reflections of pain, and you can grasp immortality or drown in the rain. One heartbeat away from a permanent shift. Misstep away from that fall off the cliff. Get the pressure that builds and the chance that they crack. Sound of your demons whisper on your back. It's a throne made of steel, but it cuts at the wrist. Tied in your grip while you watch the blood drip. Opportunity knocks, but the knuckles are so raw. You can taste the revolution in the teeth of his jaw. Every second that passes is a flame through the skin, and every moment that you hesitate, someone else will win. The battlefield is echoes with the ghost of the past. Born for this moment, the diadem been cast. No tomorrow, no mercy, ain't no pause, no retreat, and then the fire it consumes you. It sears in the heat. You can fall like the ashes or rise from the pit. You take it all down while you watch the blood drip. The hunger's eternal and the edge is alive. One more chance remains. Will you take it? Will you hide? The abyss is still open, but your soul is meant to trip. Will you leap to the void while you watch the blood drip? The test of the chosen is the trial of the king. Shadow is a weapon, every silence is stings. You care the fate breathing down the back of your neck. With spurring promises, painful and regret. The knife it goes deeper, but the hands they don't shake. The price of the kingdom is the blood you take. The crown shows his breath, and the weight is sharp as spins. So every heartbeat a drum, every second intense. It's the test that is the test for a shot at the throne. Carve your name deep in the stone of the stone. Let the chance fade like a ghost in the mist. Would you bury your name while you watch the blood dripping? This isn't no rewind, ain't no second encore. The storm is at the gates and it pounds at the door. Decision defines you, a blink it seals your fate. You can seize it all forever or collapse from the weight. The fire that's inside you was that last light alive. A beast in the darkness that claws to survive. A voice in your head was as sharp as a whip. Would you die for this crown while you watch the blood drip?